It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Are you in loser denial or something?
It's Dumbass of the Day now brought to you by Peterson's U-Cart. They're having their big summer sale. Save 10% on walk-on bark, garden soil, compost, and topsoil from now until the end of September at Peterson's U-Cart in A-Town.
How pathetic can some people be?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great today, man. A couple days ago, I went to the doctor, man. I hate doctors. Doctors, I don't know. It's a lot of things about doctors I can't stand. They make me feel like I'm being violated every time I go to the doctor. Man, I went to the doctor the other day for a chest cold. I went in, he had a chest cold. He was like, what seems to be the problem? Chest cold? He said, okay, turn around, lay on your stomach. What you need me to lay on my stomach for? I gotta check your anal cavity. Hold on now, wait a minute, my chest right here. What you gotta check my anal cavity for? Hold on, man, let me see your ID. let me see if you really work here. You just walk right in and want to... Can your finger reach my chest from my anal cavity? Because if it can, you need to change professions.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Off to Missouri where Dr. I think is how you said, Uri maybe? John Uri, U-R-E, lost his license after cutting off a patient's toe on the back porch of his office.
I heard about this last week, and this is good old-fashioned Ozark medicine.
Well, this doctor's 73 years old. So, I mean, you got to understand, you know, he's been around a long time. He's been practicing medicine a long time. And probably, 2 decades ago, nobody would have said anything about this. They would have said, well, he's a doctor. This person, had a bad toe and they needed it taken care of. They were afraid to go to the hospital because of the coronavirus. So they went to their doctor and he decided to take him out back, which was also called a machine shed. Had no table, nothing sterile, no running water. And I guess, according to
that's
the
how they conduct
board,
medicine in places like Missouri.
In Missouri?
Yeah.
Missouri? What do they call that?
Missouri, Arkansas.
Yeah. So he lost his license.
Eastern
he can reapply
Oklahoma.
in 2 years. But, in 2 years, he's going to be 74. 75,
Why are they letting
76.
him reapply? Come on.
I feel bad for this guy. But he should know better, right?
Did the guy...
You're a doctor. There's continuing education.
Did the guy with the toe problem go over there and, did he get a deal because it was done on the doctor's porch and not in his office? Did the doctor say, well, we could go to my office, that's going to be full price, or we could just do it right here, I'll give you 40% off?
See, that's the thing. The guy that had his toe cut off was very happy to get his
he wanted
toe
it done.
cut off.
He wanted the service
Somebody
done.
reported the doctor, Dr. Uri, whatever his name
He
is.
should have been reported.
How do you think they say that in Missouri? U-R-E. How do you think you say that? Your family's from Arkansas, aren't they, Jeff?
Uri?
Uri? Okay, Uri. Anyways, so, this is
part of Missouri,
another case that people should just mind their own damn business. Quit worrying about what everybody else is doing. You know what? Nothing was fine. The toe didn't get infected, and now you cost a doctor his license for 2 years?
This is why you'll never be a national leader. You cannot condone
you're
people
right. I don't wanna
cutting
be that.
toes off on porches.
He's a doctor. It's not like I'm cutting your toe
I
off.
don't care what you are. You could be
He
God.
knows how to do it.
You could
He's
be
got
God.
the tools. He's got the tools.
Nobody's cutting toes off on people's porches.
You're telling
that is
me
a dangerous precedent.
If
to
you
set.
looked into your backyard and you knew your backyard neighbor was a doctor, your neighbor next door is a doctor, and you saw him cutting off some lady's finger, you're going to call the cops?
No, but that's because I just don't want to get involved. That's going to be...
Well, exactly. You don't need to get involved. That's their business. Now he's holding her down and she's kicking and screaming, and, that's a different thing. But if she's laying there and going, okay, go ahead, bite on a stick.
See, that's my thing. It's like I don't want to get involved. It's going to ruin my day and cause a hassle for me, and I just don't want to deal with it.
All right. Well, I'm giving the dumbass of the day. I know you probably want to give it to the doctor, but damn it, he was doing his best during the new normal. The Rona.
In the machine shop?
And, well, they're calling it the machine shed. He's calling it the back porch. Congratulations to that nosy neighbor, you son of a bitch. You're Jeff and Jeremy.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Don't be a dummy when it comes to your landscape supplies. Go to Peterson U-Cart on Gusta Road, just north of Quickie Car Wash in Atascadero.
We load, you cart, you save.
It's Metallica at the Highway Drive-In in Santa Maria, Sunset Drive-In. Slow. It's the big night coming up this Saturday. And we've got, did you notice how many car passes we have to give away?
It's a lot more than I thought they'd be willing to give us.
Well, I guess these came directly from Metallica. They were like, listen, give KZOZ more tickets to give away to these shows. We're going to make sure that we expand it. And I don't know how they did that, but it's going to be social distance. You're going to be in your car, but you're going to have room on both sides of your car. And you're going to be able to watch the show, and you can pack up to 6 people in that vehicle. And all you have to do is text the word RIDE, RIDE, to 805-543-3693. We'll text you back the instructions on how you can win. If you don't get that text back, you did something wrong. No emojis, don't sign it, don't wave, don't do anything. Just the word RIDE to 805-543-3693.
And that text back is very important, like Jeremy mentioned. If you don't, you did something wrong. If you did that,
you need that because it tells you how to win.
I do it all the time. I misspell text and I just hit send after I'm done doing it, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Or I do the voice to text, and who knows how they're spelling "ride" or what it hears you say. So double check for sure on what it is. Do you want to know the latest trend in attracting the ladies?
Attracting the ladies?
Yeah.
The latest trend.
The latest trend on attracting the ladies. Dudes, listen up.
Short hair.
No.
Not man buns.
I'm doing it right now.
You have a mask on.
88% of women.
God, that mask is really creepy. That doesn't look like underwear again, but that's like a legitimate
This is the one
mask.
that management gives us.
Oh, yeah, mine's in my bag.
88% of women say that they find men. 88's a big number. Okay,
This is a lie.
It's not by a face. Well,
This is a lie. I'm telling you right now.
Don't politicize this, Jeremy.
I'm not
being honest with
politicizing
you,
it, but
okay?
I'm telling you, there's an agenda here. If you're telling me 88% of women find guys in masks better looking, well, does that mean we're really ugly? And since you know what people have always complimented me on? Can you guess? Look at my face. What do you think people compliment me on?
Not your teeth.
No one has actually ever. Some people have said, "Man, you have really nice white teeth," but that's about it. And that's maybe one person I can remember. It's my eyes.
I'd like to talk to that person.
Ladies have always said that I have nice eyes, and I'm like, "Oh, that's nice because they're blue."
So the mask makes your eyes stand out a little bit more,
Right? Right? Let me put it. I can't totally put it on because I have headphones. Oh, actually, look at this. It goes around my headphones. Yeah. See, now my eyes really stick out. And you can't see my janky teeth. Not that they're that janky, Jeff. Jeff gives me a complex.
Men who wear a face mask in public during the COVID-19 pandemic are found sexier by women to a tune of 88%, adult women in the United States. And the reason being is they see them as being responsible. But a lot of men don't like to wear a mask because they see it as a sign of weakness. And societal conditioning has led to that sign of weakness, which is, I'm guessing, why you're saying that, right?
I'm taking selfies of myself right now, Jeff, with my. Oh yeah, look at this.
Now you're vain.
Look
Yeah,
at how attractive this guy is.
you're a vain guy, right? Is that what it is? You're taking pictures of yourself.
No, you said that people find you more attractive when you wear a mask. So I put a mask on. I started taking pictures of myself, see if I'm better looking. Ooh, that one's creepy. I'm going to delete that one.
In fact, you will stay sexier in the eyes of your partner, meaning your girlfriend or your wife or your partner, if you wear the mask as opposed to not wear the mask. That's funny because my wife is definitely not on that game plan. Every time I wear the mask and I'm like, I forget that it's on, she's like the mask police on me, and she's like, take your mask off. You look like an idiot.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I think,
But she's from Jefferson.
when it's just the friends,
Let's be honest. She's from Jefferson.
when it's just the family. Yeah, that's true. I don't think they like the mask.
I don't like the mask at all, but whatever. It doesn't bother me. I don't think I've ever told anybody to take their mask off. Actually, that's not true. My landlord came over And I think instead of hiring a guy to fix the sprinkler line, because I had pulled up a bunch of old rosemary and the roots had grown into the line. So once I pulled the rosemary up, the damn sprinkler line was spraying water everywhere. So he came over to fix it. And he's just standing out in my backyard by himself. And I walked around the corner and I'm like, hey, Bill. I said, you don't have to wear that mask, for me. And he goes, no, I have to wear it for me. I'm like, okay. Because he's old.
I'm actually
older.
going to continue wearing the mask today because I found out over the weekend that somebody I came in contact with tested positive for coronavirus.
Are you kidding me? We've been sitting here for like 2 hours together.
And
you're just now telling me this?
But the thing is, I've not come in contact with them. I've stayed 6 feet away from them.
Who?
More than 6 feet.
Who would this person be?
I can't say because of HIPAA laws.
Well, I don't want you to give me their name, but give me the association.
I can't.
Is this somebody you see daily?
No.
Is this somebody you saw one time or more than one time?
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I told you when I went out bar hopping, the first thing you did, you came in. I said, just so you know, I was out bar hopping on Friday.
And shouting at me.
The mask has nothing to
particulate at me right now. And you're still in the 14-day incubation period. You're just outside.
I have plans coming up for Labor Day. If you screw those up, I'm not going to be happy.
Why would it be me screwing them up when you went out cohorting?
You should have told me 2 hours ago. I'm clean. That was over 2 weeks ago. I'm clean. You just told me after we sat here for 2 hours. You could have told me 2 hours ago, hey, by the way, somebody that I hang out with has COVID, and I've been hanging out with them, and so now I'm going to wear a mask.
No, because you're not. Because I know you're not listening because you haven't let me finish. The person I came in contact with somebody who had COVID.
Oh,
so they're awaiting.
Well, then why did you say it the way you said it? You said somebody I have had contact with has COVID.
They're awaiting their tests, and if they come back clean, I should be fine. If not, I should probably get tested. If they come back and they have the COVID, so I'm waiting for the test of a test, and then we should be fine. So
you could have told me 2 hours ago that you.
What am I doing right now?
Why are you telling me now?
I'm doing the responsible thing, and I am wearing the mask.
You just put it on. You haven't been wearing it all morning.
I forgot.
You put it on.
I forgot.
You put it on because women find men more attractive in masks.
To illustrate a point, yes. And then I realized that
I wish you wouldn't have told me.
Now I know why they find us sexy for wearing the mask, because it's a responsibility.
No, I can't go home without calling my wife and saying, hey, by the way, Jeff might have COVID because he was hanging out with somebody who had COVID, and now I don't want to come home and get you infected.
COVID. They had COVID. They are waiting their tests, and if they have COVID, then I should get tested.
Not that I think that you have COVID or you're going to give me COVID.
I show no symptoms.
But if any of this, and then I give it to somebody, I'm going to feel like a jerk.
Do you want to play some Card Sharks?
I want to play hose you down with a fire hose. That's what I want to play. I want to get some hand sanitizer and do shit.
Okay. In the survey, they found that.
Hold on, I need to go wash my hands. We'll be right back. We'll play Card Sharks, okay?
I'm going to do my best Monty Hall while wearing a mask.
Wait, do that because I got to go get some seriously, I got to go get some hand sanitizer.
Where's Jim Richards?
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
All right, I've got my sanitizer, moisture. I called my wife. She said that I should go home right away. Get away from you. You dirty bastard. Jeff just told me he was hanging out with somebody who was hanging out with somebody that has COVID.
And they have to get tested. And if they come
so now I
positive,
can't. So what you've done is you've compromised my life to the point where I can't hang out with anybody now because I might have COVID from you, who got it from your friend, who got it from their friend, who has it.
But we're waiting the tests down the chain. So we'll see. We'll see. I think I should know by Wednesday.
Are you quarantining yourself? Except for coming to work and giving it to me?
No, because
everybody here, maybe?
The person that I came in contact did not test positive yet. They're waiting their test results. So
yeah. I know, I'm just saying.
I'm playing it safe and putting on a mask.
Should have stayed home today.
What percentage of women say that they have had sexual relations while wearing a mask.
Oh, come on.
This is a real number.
This is not.
This is a real number. What percentage of women say they have had sexual relations while wearing a mask during the pandemic?
So you're telling me people get naked and they just keep the mask on, but the other body parts are touching?
What percentage of women? By the way, the company that did this is not a mask manufacturing company, which you would think it would be because the numbers are so favorable for the mask. It's actually a condom company. They're called Royal.
I would normally say a very low number,
Sexual wellness brand.
but because you're making such, I mean, this has got such a political agenda to it. I'm going to guess it's like
why does it have a political,
20%.
Why does it have a political agenda?
20%. I want to say 5, but I'm going to say 20.
What has been mentioned here that has been political?
This is
Politicized.
politicized. 88% of women find men in masks attractive. That's crazy. I don't believe that number. Just like I don't believe 20%, but I'll say it.
Well,
18%. I'll say 18% of women have had sexual relations with a mask on.
Did you
make any sense at all?
Did you see did you hear the reasoning behind it, or were you just hung up on the fact that
You didn't say the reasoning behind it.
The reasoning behind the reason why they find it that they're attractive? They see them as responsible. Don't you want to be seen as responsible?
Nope. Yes, I do. Hey, I wear it. Here's mine right here. This is the same mask that I don't want to say.
You didn't wear it after you went cohorting around the streets of San Luis Obispo on your Frito bologna sandwich taco tour.
Well, those were different masks, and I threw all those away. I used disposable masks that night.
The number of, I would say somebody would say lower to 16%.
I said 18. Is it 16?
You said 18?
I said 20, and then I said 18, but I wanted to say 5 because I don't believe it. I don't believe this at all.
5, you would have been closer. 6% of
How old were they?
All ages across the spectrum. 6% of people say that they've had sexual relations with their mask on, which tells me that they don't know.
Well, then I know certain things they're not doing.
Yeah. Maybe they use it as an excuse not to have to do those things.
God, this is the world we live in now. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. If we're going to get it on, I got to put my mask on. So that means none of that.
6%
No going to manhood.
of women are 25% say they're open to the idea, by the way,
Open to what idea?
of wearing the mask during relations.
Well, if you're worried about wearing the mask, then you probably shouldn't be having relations in the first place, right? I mean, that's kind of common
What
sense.
it tells me is 6% of the population does not know their partner very well.
I'm getting a sore throat.
6% of the population is
How's your throat?
their thoughts.
Are you getting a sore throat?
I'm fine. I'm feeling good.
I don't know.
Feeling good.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm feeling that.
You're
good.
like one of these guys that like you come across. This is what you do.
I might
by
not-
the way.
I don't mind if you
This
go
is
on.
what you do. You run across somebody who's sick, and then you automatically assume that they're getting you sick.
Yeah, I do feel sick right
And
now.
this was pre-pandemic Jeremy too. I
Yeah.
mean, Jeremy is he's like, oh my God, you're sick. I must be sick. Well, come on now. Not enough.
All right, we'll be right back.
Not enough attention bestowed upon Jeremy. Text
I don't
him.
feel so good.
Say hi to him. Give him some attention.